reading from the book of the prophet Daniel. In those days I, Daniel, mourned and heard this word of the Lord. At that time there shall arise Michael, the great prince, guardian of your people. It shall be a time unsurpassed in distress, since nations began until that time. At that time your people shall escape, everyone who is found written in the book. Many of those who sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. Some shall live forever. Others shall be an everlasting horror and a disgrace. But the wise shall shine brightly like the splendor of the firmament. And those who lead the many to justice shall be like the stars forever. The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
Our psalm can be found at number 45. Shepherd me, O God, number 45.
A reading from the first letter of St. John. Beloved, see what love the Father has bestowed on us, that we may be called the children of God. Yet so we are. The reason the world does not know us is that it did not know him. Beloved, we are God's children now. What we shall be has not yet been revealed. We do know that when it is revealed, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God. from the Holy Gospel according to John. Jesus said to his disciples, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You have faith in God, have faith also in me. In my Father's house there are many dwelling places. If there were not, would I have told you that I am going to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back again and take you to myself, so that where I am, you also may be. Where I am going, you know the way." Thomas said to him, "Master, we do not know where you are going. How can we know the way?" Jesus said to him, "I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Please be seated. Brothers and sisters, we gather this morning to gather together as a family of faith, as a people united together in our Christian discipleship to offer our prayers on behalf of Thomas. Though he has been away from us now for almost a month, I know that there are still many grieving hearts with us here this morning. There's always a great wound in our lives to lose someone that we have loved. And there are always so many questions that arise. Why has this happened? He lived such a good, long life. What would have one more year been? What would have been one more month? Why now? Why this way? And yet, we still gather together as a community. We come together in prayer. All of us not entirely sure of the answers. All of us in some way grieving, still processing the fact that Thomas has been taken from us. He's no longer in our midst as he was. And in the midst of this, when we stop to pray, the church gives us the great consolation of the faith. She reminds us of all that God has already done for Thomas, as the promise of what God continues to do for Thomas now. We hear in our second reading from the letter of St. John, "See what love the Father has bestowed on us, that we may be called children of God." And not just called the children of God, not just a name, so we are. We are indeed, through our baptism in Jesus Christ, we become the sons and daughters of God.